Oh my goodness, my friends. So many people ask me every single day, Tanner, how in the world do you price your items? In today's video, I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. I'm going to walk you through 20 of the best things that you can sell and exactly how to price them. Now, over the past 2 years, we've been diving in and building Etsy shops where we learn exactly how to sell to strangers. And if that piques your interest, you've got to, after this video, check out my free training down below where I teach you exactly how to have an infinite inventory with no work of your own for you to rock your Etsy shop. It's kind of crazy, and we're able to sell, for example, sweatshirts every single day for over $40 inside of our Etsy shop, which is kind of crazy, but I'm gonna get into exactly what items we think you should sell that you're crafting and exactly how to price them. But be sure to check out that free training down below after today's video, and I am so excited to dive in because let me tell you, all the projects on the table today are incredible, and I know you will want to be able to start making and selling these too, and I'm going to help you make sure that you're pricing these appropriately. But before we get into it, here's my disclaimer. Stop selling to your friends and family. They are never going to pay full price from you. When you hear me talking about what to charge, I am pricing this from an empowered place, a place that you truly get seen and that you are valued. When you are selling to friends and family, it's not if that you're going to give them a discount, it's how much of a discount are you going to give me. And in my opinion, that is someone that is not valuing you to the highest level. So when I train and coach my clients on stopping selling to their friends and family and pivoting to selling to strangers, they finally, for the first time, get paid what they're worth. And if you're here struggling, if you've been struggling to sell your crafts, if you've been having to undercut to compete with other people, it is time to step up to your next level. So if you want to work with me and my team, I'll put our application down below. We help people every single day sell to strangers, get paid what they're worth, and grow their very own business on Etsy, and it is life-changing. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to start with t-shirts, and then we're going to dive into sweatshirts, because t-shirts and sweatshirts are, in a lot of cases, the most popular thing that people are making and selling. And within that, it's the number one thing I see people undercharging for every day. All right, so let's take a look at a t-shirt. T-shirts are so fun. I love, love, love all the different t-shirts that are out there, whether you're rallying behind your career, a holiday, a season, there's a t-shirt for everything, right? So important to have the t-shirt. When you are pricing your t-shirts, I want you to be pricing them at the lowest, $20. At the highest, I've seen $30 to $35 be the highest in. There is no reason to charge less than $20 to make and sell a t-shirt. I do not think there is much profit if you're charging anything less than $20. That should be your baseline, like worth just for you to get up and start selling, okay? Pick up what I'm putting down. My new price is $20, okay? For a lot of you, that's gonna be so hard. Like, Tanner, how am I supposed to go from selling it for $10 or $12 to $20? Promise me you will stop undercharging because you are not taking into consideration any profit for your business, and you deserve it, all right? You deserve profit. Profit is so important. And if you do not have profit in your business, all you have is an expensive hobby. And that's fine, but stop trying to cover up your expensive hobby as a business. Own that as a hobby, or step into the discomfort of charging what you're worth. Pick one, all right? Now, this next one always ruffles some feathers around here, but sweatshirts. Sweatshirts, hoodies, everything in between. When it comes to sweatshirts and hoodies, you will not believe what we charge for these. We charge anywhere from, at the lowest end could be $35, but we like to say $39 for a sweatshirt, as much or as high as $60. You may think we're crazy, but people pay that every single day. And the only difference between the people that are getting paid top dollar for their sweatshirts and you who may not be, charging that is that you're unwilling to charge that, right? People will pay what you think you're worth. And for a lot of you, you just need to open your eyes to the people being able to make good money selling sweatshirts. Like, there is something about people paying and loving to pay really like exceptional prices for amazing sweatshirts. We all do it. We all love a sweatshirt. We want great quality. We want awesome designs, and all of that comes at a price. All right. So we charge anywhere from $40 to $60 for our sweatshirts. And when my clients experience that first person to pay $45, $50 for a sweatshirt, they never go back, and neither will you. All right, let's talk about notebooks. I love, love, love offering notebooks. We actually taught at the boot camp last winter on New Year's how to make these little customized notebooks. They're incredible. I really encourage you guys to consider adding stationery to something you're selling. You can sell notebooks anywhere from $15 to $40, all right? So I really want you to consider what it would look like to be able to sell your notebooks and stationery anywhere from $15 to $40. This is a category that it's going to depend a lot on what your material cost is. One of the biggest things that I see that crafters in general aren't doing is knowing their cost and knowing how much it takes to create said project. All right. So if that's you, be sure to take into consideration your time, the material cost, and how much profit you want to create. That is very, very important when it comes to notebooks. Since we're talking about stationery, let's jump over and talk about cards. I love, love, love cards. And fun fact, Tanner Bell got started in 2011 selling his handmade cards over the summer. So I am very, very in tune with you maybe wanting to sell your own cards. I believe that you should be paid anywhere from $3 to $8 per card, or where it gets really fun is selling sets. I will never forget getting my first order of a set of Christmas card order. It was over a $300 order to make all their Christmas cards. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I loved it. But you can sell a set of maybe 3 or 4 cards for anywhere from $10 to $25. You are not trying to compete with, the cheapest card on the market. You are a handmade card. And honestly, I don't know if you as a crafter have been to the card area of Walmart. It is humbling to know that they charge like $12 to $15 or more for a card sometimes. It's actually inspiring, not so much humbling, that I'm like, people pay that without blinking. Of course, people are going to pay you for an amazing handmade card. So depending on how elaborate, we have some elaborate ones here. For example, this one, I would totally consider charging even more because it's like a shaker. And then look at this, like this is crazy. Like this would be a more advanced level card. Like you would definitely probably be charging like $20 to $30 just for this one card, but it's awesome, right? We also have some other really fun cards that are like the shape of a little gift card holder. Again, the more elaborate and custom these get, the more the price has to go up. I want you to remember to take this video as a grain of salt because we're not taking into consideration every single element. I am just giving you a range and then you can go and run with it and customize it. I encourage you to pick a price that you can stand behind because if you don't believe in your price, you won't show up and sell it at the level required. Next up under stationery, you can look at bookmarks. There are so many different kinds of bookmarks out there that we really, really adore. And these bookmarks could go from anywhere as low as $5 up to $15, depending on, again, how elaborate and how specific and custom those bookmarks are. That is super, super fun, okay? Next up, I wanna look at stickers and decals. Stickers and decals are super, super fun. And I know a lot of people making a lot of money with really unique niche stickers because you can charge anywhere from like $3 to $10 to $12 for one sticker. And it goes even higher to like $20 to $25 when you offer a bundle of stickers. So you may be looking at it like, Tanner, why would I ever pay that? You're not your ideal customer, my friend, right? Think about that. I am not my ideal customer. We are creators, we are crafters. Our ideal customer is not that. They are not someone that even knows how to make a sticker. Of course, they see the value in paying for it. That's the hardest part as a creative, is to really wrap our head around our value into the world, our price, and that other people would want to pay it. So do your market research and don't let your brain just look at the lowest price. If your brain likes to be like, how are they only charging $2? I want you to spend as much time as you're thinking about that and find the highest priced item. Be like, how are they charging $20 for a sticker or whatever it may be? Just be sure to monitor your brain and how that interaction goes. Next up, let's talk about tote bags. Tote bags are super fun, whether you're doing one that's like a little trick or treat bag, whether you're doing one that's super niche for something you've got going on. Tote bags can be super, super fun, and you can actually price these tote bags anywhere from $15 to $40, depending on the size of tote bag, depending on what it does. It is super, super fun being able to have a few different tote bags. You can see this one has some really fun heat transfer vinyl on it and things like that. So think about like what holidays, what events, what reasons do you need a tote bag? A few things that stand out for me is understanding the different holidays, the different vacations people may be going on. Do you want to offer bridesmaid tote bags, wedding tote bags, vacation tote bags, cruise tote bags? Like if you can find a reason that they need it, I think that's a really fun market to really dive in. If people are already going on vacation, they'll be more prone to purchase supporting products to support that vacation that they've already invested in. Little fun hack. All right, next up, let's talk about keychains because I love making keychains. This one's one of my favorites. We've taught this before. This is just on an acrylic blank, and then we added vinyl and we added these little fun little doodads, and they're super, super adorable. And these can be priced anywhere from $10 to $25, depending on how many items you make for it, and so on and so forth. This little set right here, super fun. We used resin, and then we're able to use vinyl. So again, really, really fun right here. Love it, love it, love it. I know you guys will too. Super fun, very professional, great little ones to make and sell. You can also use a laser machine to make little tags like for your dog or anything like that. And again, those would be priced anywhere from $10 to $25 for your amazing keychains. Next up, we have sublimation. This right here is a little tea towel, super, super fun. Again, these could be priced anywhere from $8 to $12 to $15, depending on the cost to produce, as in material cost and time cost. This one's super fun, really depends on what you've got going on with the item. And that's why I like to give ranges so you can kind of pick what makes sense for you. Next up, let's look at this little kid crafting kit, which you could do all sorts of different kits, anywhere from $15 up to $50, because you are probably supplying a lot more material and you're acting more as someone prepping and, you know, kind of creating the experience rather than doing it. So we were able to cut this out on vinyl, and then we were able to provide them with paintbrushes, paint, and a little goodie bag so that you could just put this together. You could have a little party and offer a couple of these. I thought that was so adorable, really unique, something that we haven't seen a lot that I think you would really, really enjoy. So that's super fun. Next up, I wanna kind of share with you some ornaments. I love offering ornaments, especially like this one that we took a kid's little side profile and turned it into an ornament. Super, super fun. We love that. We did this with sublimation. Any typical ornaments are always so good. If you're doing any customization, you must charge and be paid for that added time and like pressure of doing something custom. Like that is a lot more time consuming. Be sure you're getting paid for it. And we love doing ornaments, whether it's 3D, whether it's sublimation, whether it's just regular vinyl and glitter. So much fun when it comes to those. Those could be priced anywhere from $5 to $15 to $20. And again, we prioritize sets. So if you can do a set, that is super, super good. Next up, one of my favorite things to do is to actually build these signs. I love building custom signs. If you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, we have a course on exactly how to build these signs, which is super, super fun. So you can learn how to build them yourself with just a couple of tools. But these can be priced anywhere from $15 to $60, depending on how large, how elaborate, how custom. Very, very interesting. And again, people will totally pay for that. Walk through the aisles of Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, Target, anywhere like that, and you'll see people invest in their home and their decor. You can also do custom candles. I think this is really fun, and small ones can be priced anywhere from $10 to $15, with large ones going anywhere from $25 to $40 for, a lot larger candles. But then you can do some really fun things as gifts. You can make these really fun for holidays, teacher gifts, teacher appreciation, employee appreciation, boss appreciation, things like that. I think really think about how you can set yourself apart from just a candle that's at Walmart or Target or anything like that, and really take it a step up with your business, right? The only way that you're going to thrive as a business is having a unique angle to bring to the conversation. So think about that when you're designing and selling your products. Next up, I highly recommend offering holiday banners, birthday banners, things like that, that could be theme-based or custom name-based. Those could be priced anywhere from $25 to $45 or more dollars. One thing that I paid for, that I actually paid $100 for my kid's birthday, was a painted craft paper banner, and it was so much fun, and it was, in my opinion, priceless, right? It had all three of my kids' names. I got to kind of like design the concept of it, and then one of my good friends went through and painted it for me, and it was awesome. It cost her probably 2 hours of work, and then the paint and the paper, she does these quite a bit, so that was on hand, and she just stenciled it out and then just went in and painted it. And guys, it was so fun for our theme, and to offer that as part of our party, it was an awesome thing. So people are definitely paying for customized banners, customized birthdays, holidays, things like that, that you can't replace. Like, you have to get something custom. It is super, super fun. Next up, you can do jewelry, anything from earrings to bracelets to necklaces, things that you can engrave, super, super fun. Or you could cut out leather or different types of materials and make really, really fun items. I think that is super good. So these could be priced anywhere from $10 to $40 to $50. Again, depending on the level of customization, depending on the level of complexity, you need to base it off of that. And it is super, super fun. Here's the deal, my friend. You could sell very few things at a higher price point and deal with less people, but get to create probably more larger fun projects. Or you could sell a quantity game, meaning quick, replicatable, easy things to make, and then sell them to high volume, high quality, high quantity amount of people. You have to decide what type of business are you, and really make your decisions from that standpoint. So if you're interested in learning more about how to work with me and how to see how we teach people to sell to strangers, check out my free training down below. If you're like, no, I wanna know exactly everything and talk to someone on your team, Tanner, about what it looks like for us to work together, I'll leave the application link down there too. So either route you wanna go, we would love to connect with you about taking your Etsy shop and your handmade business to the next level. But I cannot wait to see which one was your favorite. What would you start making and selling right now? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're ready to get commercial license to all of our files and so much more, check out the Makers Gonna Learn membership. You can get started as low as $1 right away for 20 download credits to play around and then become a member and unlock that commercial use license. If you enjoyed this video, check out this one over here, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye, guys.